Death penalty for corrupt leaders, a solution to end Nigerians' looting crisis. Hello everyone, welcome back to Edium News TV. So guys, every year Nigeria loses a staggering $18 billion to corruption. This isn't just a statistics, it represents shattered dreams of millions of children who can't attend school, life lost in underfunded hospitals, and farmers unable to transport their produce due to poor infrastructure. So guys, listen to the full details of this headline.
For decades, this corruption has been allowed to fester, with powerful individuals looting public funds without consequence. Shielded by a compromised judiciary and a system that protects the elite, these leaders act with impunity. Nigerians are frustrated, exhausted, and desperate for change. Could the death penalty be the answer to end this epidemic? China's example. Could it work for Nigeria? Last week, China executed Li Jianping, a former official convicted of embezzling over $421 million. The sentence, carried out under orders from the Supreme People's Court, sent a strong warning to those who misuse public funds. This raises an important question. Could Nigeria adopt similar measures? According to a recent poll conducted by Parallel Facts on X, 90% of over 800 respondents supported capital punishment for corrupt officials, similar to China's approach. Here's what some Nigerians had to say. Adoli A. Capital punishment is the only way to stop the looting from public office. Jefferson. Not just them, but their entire lineage, to serve as the ultimate deterrent. Oh yes, straight execution. There should be consequences for corruption. We need to eliminate corrupt politicians from 1999 to date before introducing capital punishment with trusted oversight. This will prevent many thieves from entering politics. These responses reveal not only anger, but a deep hunger for justice. Nigerians are tired of a system where petty thieves face harsh penalties while corrupt officials negotiate plea bargains and live in luxury. Challenges of implementing the death penalty. While the idea of capital punishment for corruption may seem appealing, it poses significant challenges in Nigeria's current political and judicial climate. A corrupt judiciary. How can a system riddled with corruption itself be trusted to deliver fair trials? Weaponization of justice. Could the death penalty be used as a tool for political vendettas rather than genuine accountability? Recent cases highlight these concerns. For instance, former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello, accused of embezzling public funds, was seen waving to crowds like a celebrity during his court appearance. Meanwhile, a 17-year-old boy, wrongfully imprisoned for a decade, narrowly escaped execution thanks to a governor's intervention. The real fight, reforming the system. The battle against corruption in Nigeria must go beyond punishment. It requires systemic reforms to make corruption the hardest, not the easiest path to wealth and power. Efforts should focus on strengthening institutions, enforcing transparency, and holding all leaders accountable regardless of their status. A global perspective. Is the world embracing China's stance? Even globally, the idea of capital punishment for certain crimes is gaining traction. In a recent interview, U.S. President-elect Donald Trump expressed admiration for China's approach to drug trafficking, suggesting the death penalty as a potential solution. According to Trump, this method has significantly curbed China's drug problem. Moving forward, what Nigeria needs. The anger of Nigerians is justified. Corruption has robbed the country of trust, opportunity, and progress. While the death penalty may offer a temporary sense of justice, addressing the root causes of corruption is far more critical. Nigeria has the resources and potential to thrive, but a lack of accountability continues to hold the nation back. Whether through capital punishment or comprehensive reforms, one thing is clear. Nigerians are demanding action, and they need it now. The time for excuses is over. If corruption cannot be eradicated entirely, it must be reduced to the barest minimum. Accountability at all levels of governance is the only path forward.
Lukurawa group reportedly by 3 police officers in Niger Republic. Hello everyone and welcome back to Edium News TV. So guys, the attack reportedly occurred late Sunday night, December 23rd, 2024, when heavily armed assailants stormed the police post in the area. So 3 police officers of the Niger Republic were reportedly by the Lukurawa terrorist group in Niger. So guys, listen to the full details of this headline.
According to Zagazola Makama, a security and counterinsurgency expert in the Lake Chad region, the attackers swiftly overpowered the officers before retreating. While no group has officially claimed responsibility, the Lukarawa group, known for its violent operations in border regions, is strongly suspected of orchestrating the assault. Background on the Lukarawa group. Sahara reporters had previously highlighted the emergence of the Lukarawa jihadist group, which has been imposing taxes and levies on communities in Sokoto State, northwest Nigeria. Heavily armed Islamic preachers linked to the group have reportedly been operating in Tangaza, Gudu, Ilela, Silame, and Benji local government areas. Authorities and local residents have raised concerns about the group's activities, noting that many members are believed to be foreigners from Sahel countries like Mali and Niger Republic. The group is reported to have established bases in affected regions, preaching against Western civilization and democratic governance, aligning their ideology with that of Boko Haram. Sokoto State Deputy Governor Idris Muhammad Gober stated that most members of the new Islamic sect are from the Sahel region. Local residents describe the group as enforcing strict Islamic laws, recruiting young people with promises of business capital, and collecting taxes and levies. They openly reject the Nigerian government and its security forces during their sermons, one resident said.
Nigerians struggle as transport fare and food prices skyrocket. Hello everyone, welcome back to Edim News TV. So guys, as Nigerians join the global Christian community to celebrate Christmas, the harsh economic reality in the country has cast a shadow over the festive season for many families. So traditionally, Christmas in Nigeria is marked by travel, cooking special dishes, buying new clothes for children, setting up decorations, and exchanging gifts. However, this year's celebration is marred by soaring inflation, leaving many with mixed emotions. So guys, a report by Daily Post revealed that transportation costs have surged by over 50%, discouraging many from traveling unless absolutely necessary, such as for wedding, burials, or family meetings. So the removal of fuel subsidies by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in May 2023, coupled with the subsequent increase in petrol prices, has driven transport costs to unprecedented levels. Many Nigerians have resorted to sending money to loved ones instead of visiting their hometowns. Despite the high cost, motor parks in Abuja and surrounding areas are still bustling with travelers determined to reunite with family and friends. Drivers, however, have capitalized on the situation by significantly raising fares. For instance, Abuja to Enugu 35,000 naira, Abuja to Port Harcourt 40,000 naira, Abuja to Lagos 45,000 naira, Abuja to Ilorin 25,000 naira. So according to Effiong A-Team, a commercial driver, the increase is due to high demand. The number of passengers overweighs the available vehicles, forcing us to hike prices, he explained. So another driver lamented that many families now send representatives instead of traveling as a group due to cost implication. For a family of 6, traveling is almost impossible. Passengers have also expressed frustration, just like one passenger going to just describe the 25,000 naira fare as painful, blaming the hike on seasonal demands. So another passenger going to Otukpo lamented the financial strain, saying it is discouraging to spend so much on transport with other expenses waiting in the village. So in addition to transport costs, food prices have soared, making festive meals a luxury for many families. A market survey revealed significant price hike over the past year. The prices of foodstuff have just increased in the market. So despite the challenges, many Nigerians view traveling and reuniting with family as non-negotiable. So a passenger traveling to Ebonyi State said, "For us Igbos, traveling during Christmas is a privilege and tradition, no matter the cost." So as families navigate the economic hurdles of this season, this year Christmas serves as a stark reminder of the resilience of Nigerians amid hardship. So guys, let me know your thoughts under the comment section. Like this season, it's even hard to eat on a normal day. Is it now on Christmas Day? People find it difficult to eat 3 square meal. Some families are not even traveling to visit their family members. Even some families are not even celebrating Christmas because of the hardship in Nigeria. So guys, let me know your thoughts under the comment section by leaving a comment below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much. Now, while it is good for the president to sound optimistic, however, when you look at the fact that we have been fighting this insurgency for 15 years now, Insurgency, not only insurgency, there is banditry, there are other kidnapping issues, schools attack, and the rest. I like the president sounding optimistic, but realistically, can we say something that we have not been able to do for 15 years, passing through 3 sets of governments? It's something that can be eliminated by the year that is starting in the next week. Unfortunately, I would have to say no. I also listened to what you said from the Minister of State for Defense, that the president has said eliminate banditry by 2025. Now, whatever project, whether economic project, whether security project, you have to give an objective that is smart, something that is measurable, something that is time-bound, something that is measurable. I mean, that is relevant and also achievable. When you say eliminate banditry, that is neither here nor there. First, it may not be achievable. Secondly, it needs to be smart. You have to establish clear objectives, define specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound smarts for the security operations and the security agencies. For example, we've had the NBS report, which you have quoted. Now, we can take that as a baseline. And then the president is, by the middle of next year, or by the first quarter of next year, I want you people, whether it is military, whether it is police, whether it is DSS, to reduce the numbers as given to us by National Bureau of Statistics, reduce it by 30% or reduce it by 40%. So now you have given them a time. Unfortunately, not only this government, even the previous governments, it is not what we have been doing. We have not been given a clear objective to the security agencies. We will eliminate by 2025. It's not going to be possible. But if we can have a reasonable reduction so that NBS at the end of or at the middle of 2025 will give us a figure that is less horrendous than the one that we have. So this is what I find. The president has spoken through the Minister of State, but honestly, the statement is neither here nor there. Just eliminate banditry is not there. You have to give them clear objectives. You have to develop clear, comprehensive data collection system, because even the NBS figures are being disputed, sometimes by government agencies, sometimes by NGOs. I don't want to question, as a researcher, if they say there is a National Bureau of Statistics of any country and they give me figures, I think I need to lend credence to those figures because it is a government agency. So what we should be doing, which we have not been doing, is to give time-bound, measurable objectives to the, to the security agencies, which we have not been doing. Establish key performance indicators for them. I want to see the number of refugees or IDPs reduced by so percent. I want to see the number of insurgents captured or killed increased by so percent. I want to see the number of kidnappings reduced by so percent. And by this time, if we don't do that, then all we're having is a political statement, which we do respect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done, even the president before him have done. Every year we're having a new. When we have a particular setback, the National Assembly will call the service chiefs or the Inspector General. We are passing a vote of no confidence, but then there is no any clear objectives or key performance indicators given to them. What I am saying here is that while the security agencies are actually trying their best, but even as a former security man, I have to say the duty of the political masters is to keep track, is to oversight the security agencies and ask them to account for what they have been doing. Unfortunately,
so
that's
the issue about corruption in Nigeria. You can see that Nigerians are suggesting that let the death penalty be a strategy to end corrupt leaders looting the country without thinking about, the children unborn in this country. We know that recently there was this report that talks about how much every Nigerian is owing. I think every Nigerian, whether you are born today or you were born like 60 years ago, you are owing more than $500,000 naira that you have to pay, going by our debt profile. Every Nigerian is owing. I mean, every Nigerian is owing, and you know what that means. So people were like, instead of continuing in this corruption trajectory, it's better to end it by initiating this, if anybody steals money, the person should be paid, which China has been using. Like you've seen from this video that you just watched, that China just executed a senior politician as a result of, corruption in the country. So people are thinking that since these politicians are not ready to think twice, to amend their ways, to see what they can do to end all this menace, that is just better, to start using that execution steps to at least to ensure that in the future we won't be having all this struggle with
people stealing the little resources of Nigeria. Anyway, let me know what you think. That is just the suggestion of young Nigerians on the Twitter space for us to ensure that Nigeria ends corrupt leaders that have been a menace to the country. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.